Oh, I'm typing. Hey, I saw your live is starting at 6 o'clock, and I was thinking since you're an hour ahead, it's 5 o'clock. It's on. I got on there, and I was like, oh, I'm wrong. I'm trying to use my camera as a webcam because it's like closer to the messages, but I still think it's not showing me look at the camera, so I don't think it's working. Are you rested after the holiday weekend with company? I'm going to see if setting this on the desk helps. Nope, I think that's even worse. Well, shoot. Oh, good. I slept really good on Friday night and Saturday night, and last night I didn't sleep as good. I talked to Sally for a while today. Are you taking medicine for your allergies? I don't have any allergies. Going the wrong way. She was good. She's talking about her doggies, and I don't know, we chatted for over an hour. It's one of those chats where you can't really say what you said. You just talked. We talked about aging parents and how trying it can be. See, now I see myself straight on, but I'm like looking way, way off. So I guess this isn't working. But that's all I wanted to do was yes, over the counter pills and RX nasal rinses. I've never taken a nasal rinse before, and I haven't taken an allergy pill in a long, long time. But see how I'm like not really like right now I see myself facing the camera. I wonder if it's really not doing the webcam. I wonder it isn't using that's why it looks funny. Oh my goodness. Okay. It said webcam when I signed on. Well, that's why moving the camera didn't help any. Oh well. That's all I wanted to do was see what it would look like if well, I mean like because it never looks like I'm looking at myself. It, or not myself. It doesn't like I have the camera thing up here, and every time I'm reading the comments, I'm always down here like this, and I was trying to get it where it was better. And I don't know how to do it on my tablet. My phone's too small. I couldn't see it, but I don't know how I can see the messages. Hey, Peter. I was trying to use my camera as a webcam, and I thought I was using it, and I wasn't. So I was looking in the totally wrong place. Well, I attached my Pocket 3, my Osmo Pocket 3 with this cord that's plugged into my computer, like where I transfer my files with. And then when I went onto YouTube, it said webcam. And so I thought that maybe webcam means that camera. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I didn't choose a different setting. I don't know what it would have said. I'd have to completely back out. Hi, Debbie. But anyway, yeah, I'm not, if it's not like point and shoot, I don't know what I'm doing. I've gotten okay with my cameras, but I don't change any settings except on um, my little sport camera. Like it's called the Action 5. That I know how to put on night mode. You need to go into this. Peter says go into the settings page, go to camera, and select the right camera. Okay, on my computer then, not from the YouTube starting up. Paula says, Peter, you can do a live sometime to help with very low tech folks like me. Sure. Yeah, that would be fun. Paula says, I never know what I'm doing. But you do. I remember you out on your porch and I don't know, I think it was your tablet died. Either your tablet or your computer died, and you switched in the middle of your live. That's what I thought you did anyway. Debbie, are you getting any closer to doing a live? Peter, are you going to be on with Karen on Friday? Oh, Paula says, I think I had to stop and start another. Oh, okay. No, this internet keeps dropping. Okay, I think you did say that. And Peter says, so normal PC settings, go to the camera and select the camera you want. If you need help, I can help. I can look at it. It might be super easy. I guess I would have to have the camera plugged in so that it knew it was there before I went to select. Paula says, Peter can explain things so I can understand. That's really important. I learned that when I was still working because I had all these young people coming in. I'm talking as young as high school. And I would try to teach them something and they didn't understand. And I could get somebody in their early 20s that already knew how to do it. And I would say, can you show this person how to do this? And they would say, sure. And they went on with whatever they said. And it didn't sound right at all, but they got it and they were doing it. So I was lost. So it says there's 6 people here now. I see Paula, Peter, Debbie. Say hi if you're here. Debbie says, if they ever get decent internet here to fix this, I think I would like you, Ebby, did the first time. I would just do a random live and test it first. You know, you probably could, as long as you took your phone back off of Wi-Fi, when you go into town, one of the coffee shops should have Wi-Fi and you could sit in there and do it. Or if they had like an outside table, you could do it. Paula says, oh, dang, I forgot I had a video scheduled to post at 6 that I was going to add music and do a description. It just posted. I totally forgot. Oh, I thought the post I saw was you were having a live at 6. You have a video coming out at 6. I don't know if you saw if you saw the video I put out today. It's only a couple of minutes, but I went onto Canva last night and I made a little 3-second, like after you say what the video's about, a little 3-second thing that has my channel name on it with fall leaves behind it. I like it. Peter said, if I could see your screen, I could fix it. This is why I'm going to be offering remote PC support and where I connect to somebody's PC and fix their problems. Yeah, I remember corporate doing that for us. Paula says both. Well, you can do some editing from YouTube, right? Because I know there's an edit button. Yeah, those didn't turn out like Big Macs, but they were good. I was starting to get a little bit like, because I didn't think that the recording was going well and the food wasn't turning out. And then I ended up trying to salvage it. So that's what I did. Well, hey, all I wanted to do was test my camera and I messed that up, so I can let you all go. But if you want to hit like on your way out, I'd appreciate it. Paula says, yeah, I'll do it later. Only my besties watch anything other than my shorts anyway. Yeah, that's the truth. I mean, for me it is. Peter says, you can connect the camera anytime you want. Just be aware the camera settings will automatically remember the last camera you used. Okay. That sounds easy enough. Sometimes the stuff that seems like it's difficult, once I try it, it's not. But because it recognized the camera to transfer files, I thought it would recognize the camera that I wanted to record on. And I was confused with webcam, thinking, yes, I want to record. So yeah, that was just me. Wasn't thinking. Oh, this is the lighting and this camera. I talked about that before in my last live. If you look at my videos when I record on my regular camera, it doesn't look like this because this is not my skin. Do a commercial. Do not wash your makeup off at night. I do. You know, it always sounds like a good idea to put eye makeup on in the morning. And then at night, I'm like, oh, why did I do that? Because then I have to wash it off. Paula said, Debbie says, LOL. And Paula says, remember, I gotta get me your lighting. Yes. So you remember this ring light? This is hanging on the wall on its lowest setting. And then I have this lamp I bought off of Amazon. I think it was $31. I put a different bulb in. It's got a little floor switch on it, and I really like that. And then it still kind of wasn't enough light unless there was a lot coming in through the windows. So I got this one. Let's see if I can raise it up high enough. And it goes, I don't want to shine it right in the camera, but it just sits right on top of my monitor. It doesn't like squeeze it, because some of them are like clip on and I didn't want to squeeze my monitor. It doesn't have a battery in it. It has to be plugged in USB, but it came with this little remote. So whatever setting you put it on, then it stays on the next time you turn it on. Okay, let's see what I missed here. Let me see. Debbie Sue says, me too, Paula. Paula says, Debbie Sue, remember the Pond's cold cream commercials? Evie could totally do one. You know who I hear a lot about is Oil of Olay. Like ladies that are in their 80s and 90s, that's all they've ever used, and they do have beautiful skin. Debbie says, yes, she could, and we are going to get you some commercial deals, Evie. Mrs. Paula, I like Kosas, Kosas. No, it's not personal. It's, you know that Yuka app, Yuka, where you can barcode scan products and it'll tell you all the dangerous products that are in it or whether it doesn't have any at all. Well, that's how I found Kosas, because I did get it off of Amazon. It's about, yay big bottle. I don't know. It's like $40. And it's kind of got some moisture in it, but it's not oily. And it had all good ingredients in it. I also have used Elf's, something Satin Glow or something, but it doesn't stay on as long. Okay, let's see. Sally, hello, hello. I told Paula that we talked this morning. Debbie wasn't on here yet. Debbie says, hi, Sally. Paula says, hey, Sally. Paula says, spell it again. Kosas. Let me grab my phone and I'll show you what it looks like. And I just picked my color off of their site. I think it might be a little too light for the the summer, but I think it was good for, when my skin, I don't really get a tan anymore, but changed it. This is what it looks like. That's really bright. Kosas. And you know what I'm talking about, where you put it on and it goes on really easy because it's moist, but then once it's on, it's not like oily. Like if you go to put blush on, it doesn't like stick darker in other places. It's really nice. And I guess here's the different colors that they have. Thought they had more than that. But it says medium coverage, natural dreamy finish, visibly smooths texture and minimizes pores. Powerhouse Skincare and SPF 25, clean plus silicone free, 96% natural origin ingredients. So that's what kind of attracted me to it, that it was a better thing to put on, like basically a mask on your face for the whole day, not just like some lipstick or something. Oh, scared me. Let me see here. Okay, Kosas got it. Sally says, "Hi, Debbie Sue. You need to call me when we need to chat. I need to learn more about you." Sally says, "Good deal." Sally says, "Hi, Peter." Paula says, "Thanks. I took a screenshot." Peter said, "Hey, Sally." Peter, did you get a screenshot of that foundation? Are you interested in it? Do you need to set it? Do you set it? No, I don't set it with any powder. I just put the powder blush on. Sally says, "Do you put it on and it freezes to your skin so you don't have any wrinkles?" No. I put it over my eyelids and everything, though. Over my eyelids, all the way up under. I don't know if you can still tell or not. It might be like more white, like right up against my lower lashes. Sally says, "Because that's the kind of stuff I need." Have you ever put that foundation on that's dry, and then after a while you can it's sunk in all the wrinkles? Paula says, "Thank you. I'll try it when I get close to running out of whatever I'm using now." Peter says, "There is a chain of stores in the UK called Boots. They have a beauty department with people who can find the right products for your skin tones." Yes, here we use Sephora and Ulta. Well, here in Texas anyway. Hi, Donna. Donna's here. Paula says, "Boots. Do they sell Boots too, Peter?" Peter says, "I do use men's moisturizer. Got to take care of the skin." You do, especially in the winter or in the summer whenever the weather's harsh. I know I put some under my husband's eyes when I see him kind of baggy and wrinkly. They're just dry. He kind of wakes up with them swollen. And Donna says, "Boots is a department store." We're talking about foundation, Donna, and what we need for skin that has wrinkles. Sally says, "Do you know that I never used foundation ever in my life?" And Donna says, "I gave up on makeup." Paula says, "Same here, Sephora and Ulta, but I order on Amazon." Yes, but I have gone into Sephora and picked my shade and then went back and ordered it on Amazon. Sally says, "Like pancakes, spackle, makeup." Peter says, "I tried to use foundation once, but it didn't work. The bloody house collapsed." Paula says, "Hi, Donna." Debbie says, "LOL, Peter." And Debbie says, "Hi, Donna." Donna's saying hi back to Paula. Sally says, "I find that when I'm really, really dehydrated, my skin gets even more wrinkly on my face. Am I weird or what?" No, that's true. When you're dehydrated, you can see it on the backs of your hands and you can see it on your face because the skin is so thin. And also, if I sleep on my side, which is my favorite way to sleep, my face looks worse than if I'm sleeping flat on my back. It's like it stays, it pulls it back while I'm sleeping and it looks better for a while. Debbie says, "Mine does the same thing, Sally." Donna says, "My skin is really dry. What's a good foundation?" We were just talking about that. I have seen older ladies talk about e.l.f.'s satin finish, I think is what it's called. And it goes on nice. It just doesn't last very long, but it is moisturizing. But I'm using Kosas, Kosas, off of Amazon. And I didn't see anybody talking about it. I just kept looking at different things for what they said that they offered and promoted about it. And then I would go on the Yuka app and see if it was any good. And I doubt that e.l.f. is. I haven't checked though. Sally says, "Like crepe." Yeah, I haven't done it in probably a year, but I have micro needling pen, and that helps. But you can't put anything on your face except moisturizer that you know is really pure, clean, for like I think 24 hours or so. So I like to do it at night, like on when I was working on a Friday night, and you basically just punch a bunch of little holes. It's battery operated, and you can pick your needle and needle size and needle count, and you don't tap it, you just move it. The thing goes up and down, and it punches little tiny holes, which brings collagen up to the skin to repair the holes that you made. Let's see. Sally says, see, Debbie, Sue, we need to connect. And Paula says, my foundation settles in my fine lines, craters around my mouth. Yeah, the Kosas doesn't seem to do that, but I think that right here is, I think, you know how old people drool? I think that's what's starting for me. I'm always like on. Peter says, when you are dehydrated, your skin looks gaunt, your face looks malnourished. Yes. Sally says, like crepe. I don't know if you mean other than crepe or you actually mean crepe. Sally says, yes, the top of my hand, I can pull the skin right up when I'm dehydrated and it stays there. Yep. Paula says, Evie, you don't have even neck wrinkles. Yes, I do. Well, like neck, like if I'm out walking with the camera, you can see mine right here on my neck moves independently from my body. And so when I'm like editing, that's all I'm doing is looking at that. And Sally says, no, Paula, you are flawless. I can't believe you think you have neck wrinkles and all this other stuff. I do not see it, and I have new glasses, brand new glasses. Paula says, definitely skincare commercial worthy. Sally, same thing with Evie, no wrinkles. I don't know what you two girls are thinking. You're beautiful. Debbie says, yes, we do, Sally. Sally says, email me. Paula says, Sally, I'm glad you think I'm flawless. Sally says, Paula, I don't think I know. That's so kind. That's so kind. And you know, when, like in 2019, I weighed 30 pounds more than I do now. I lost 60, and then I went back up 30 more. And I'd like to lose 10, 15 again. But I looked kind of like I was melted. It like everything just kind of like that. So sometimes losing weight doesn't look good everywhere. Sally says, Paula, I don't think I said that. Paula says, I keep rubbing lotion on my neck wrinkles and this weird oil I bought. Donna says, I have freckles. I can't hide them. I think a lot of ladies just subtle them a little bit when they want to smooth things out, but they let the freckles show through. And Paula says, I think freckles are charming. My sister has freckles. And yeah, I don't know if Donna's talking about like really big ones, almost like sun damage freckles, or just a little speckling. But Peter says, neck wrinkles, baggy eyes. I couldn't give a multicolored flying pig what I look like. I am who I am. And like L'Oreal, I'm worth it. Debbie said, good for you, Peter. And Donna says, freckles since I was a kid. Paula says, Peter, is this discussion relevant to you? He says it is. He shows up as he is. I have a few really big freckles on my arm, and it was from a snow skiing trip. We went, I don't know how many of you have snow skied, but you know, you're going up the chairlift and you get to a certain height and it goes from warm to cold. And as soon as we got into the cold, somebody had an accident and they stopped the chairlift for a couple of hours. So we were stuck up there, and I was wearing the bibs. It was like a spring ski, like April-ish. And it was Mount Bachelor in Oregon. And so I had these bibs on, but I had this wool striped sweater on. And I had my sleeves up because it was fairly warm skiing. Some people were skiing in shorts, so I had these pulled up. Well, we hit that cold and the wind's going and the chairlift is rocking back and forth and everything. Pretty soon I was like, man, I am getting cold. So I pulled those sleeves down. I was like, ow, that kind of hurt. Well, we got home that night back to our room, and these blisters were like this big on my arms and all over my face. And my eyes were swollen shut the next morning. My ski trip was done. And so after all the blisters left, I had these great big freckles and I had some pop marks on my face. And they're not all from those blisters, but it was bad. Donna says, yay, Peter. And Paula says, Peter, you have presence. Sally says, I wish I could scream through this damn typewriter and tell you two girls that you are the most beautiful girls. And I don't lie. I have never lied in my life. Paula says, Peter, star quality, actually. You are very, very sweet, Sally. Very sweet. But you know, we all know what we look like when we were younger, and we're all very critical of ourselves. You included. Well, we're going to exclude Peter because he's not. And Paula says, Peter, star quality, actually. And Peter said, LOL, Paula, I'm a eclectic. Everything is relevant to me. Remember, I know a lot about a little and a little about a lot. Yes, I did hear that. Donna says, agree, Sally D. Sally says, you know what, girls, I don't know what I'm going to do with you. I don't know. Sally says, I love my freckles. My freckles are just like my mama. I saw a picture of me on my trike in this video that I was going to edit. I ended up not doing it. I trashed it. But I looked exactly like my mom when she was younger. Let's see. Donna says, sounds horrible, Abby. Yeah, it was. I was just dumb. I didn't have sunscreen on. I thought I was going to just do one trip down the mountain and then go into the lodge, and that didn't work out that way. Sally says, Peter, you are gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Well, apparently he knows that, Sally. Peter says, my mom lied to me once. Terrible parenting. I asked her, how long can I keep chicken in the fridge for? She said 1 week. Lies. After 24 hours, it was dead. That reminds me of an old joke of this guy that has a parrot, and the parrot keeps cussing, and he's like, if you continue to cuss, I'm going to put you in the freezer. And the bird kept cussing. So finally he goes, all right, you get 2 minutes in the freezer. He opens it up. He pops his parrot in there and closes the door. After 2 minutes, he opens it up and the parrot's coming out. And he's like, oh, that was so cold in there. He goes, I have one question. What'd the chicken do in there? Debbie says Peter and a laughing emoji. Sally says Peter, LOL. Donna says LOL Peter and LOL. And Debbie says LOL. Okay, we all agree, LOL. Paula says, oh my gosh. Well, I don't know what to talk about. I wanted to check my camera and I failed. Paula says, I'm going to do dishwashing diaries with no makeup. As you should. Sometimes I always wear something on my face because I'm self-conscious of the little pit marks I have. But my eyes, not every day. And Paula says, well, except for lipstick. Yeah, and I have like skin reddening too. Peter says, right, that's all the comedy you get tonight. I'm off to bed, so you lovely ladies have fun. Good night, Peter. And Donna says, I'm simmering tomatoes from the garden. How's that for excitement? Well, I bet they smell nice. And Donna says she's making sauce. And Debbie says, good night, Peter. Paula says, I have skin branding too, just going to let it show. Yeah, I guess it's better than no skin at all, right? Debbie says, that sounds good, Donna. Are you going to can some of it or, in jars, or are you just making a sauce to use right away? Paula says, Evie, I'm walking all over my house looking for that sound. What sound? It's your birds. Speaking of, oh, there she is. She's out in the living room. Hi, Sonia. She says, hi, Evie. I was on briefly. I came back and I'm using Ron's computer. Sonia is my sister. I have twin sisters, and this is the younger of the twins by 10 minutes. And my sister Tina, the other twin, when she was young, she would tell the story of when they were born. She says, I am the oldest because when I was coming out, I looked back and Sonia was right behind me. Sonia, meet Debbie, Paula, and if Sally's still here, Peter left, and Donna is Simple Retirement. Sonia lives in Oregon. Hey, guys. And she works at Target. I think we were just about to go, Sonia. Come here. You want to say hi, Chloe? Come here. Here's Chloe, Princess Chloe, and all her gorgeousness. Are you beautiful? Yes, you are. Hi, pretty girl. Guys, quit. Stop it. What's wrong with them anyway? What's wrong with them? What's wrong with them? Oh, you need a little necky scratch? I'm going to put you back over here. Okay, guys, if you want to hit like on the way out. Oh, wait, let me see what my sister says. That's okay. I'm so happy I got to join a live chat. I guess I could send you a text when I'm going to do it because I think you're off tomorrow too, right? Or are you off tomorrow or you work tomorrow, Sonia? Donna says, I have twin daughters. They are almost 15 and hard to tell apart. Very identical. Oh, twin granddaughters. I read that wrong. My sisters were hard to tell apart when they were younger. They are no longer hard to tell apart. Bye, Debbie. Have a good evening. Hit like on your way out. Thank you. Bye.